One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on another team from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Tar Heels will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. So the Pitt Panthers offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off in defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Back to throw, it's Holstein. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, it's Hicks. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands, it's gone. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. Pitt will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. So North Carolina's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Finds his man on the left. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
At the 45 on his way. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Pulls it in. It's Hall. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's complete. can. White crossed the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
Wide receiver's going to get a shot at it on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. Touchdown, North Carolina! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Rumbles up to the 27 before going out of bounds, and the running game gets it done there.
I'll tell you what, when the ball's tossed on the perimeter really quickly, you got to take really good angles. When I'm a safety and I'm spinning down, I'm trying to catch that guy. He's got so much space out there now. I don't have a lot of help from my defensive tackles or my defensive ends. Those are tough spots to be in. You could tell the running back won that battle, got a bunch of yards. Nice positive play for this offense.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that cover.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. On the run, it's Ncaa. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Throws to the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And the timing just a hair off.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out of the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on time.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after.
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. Boots' first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. First play of the drive, it's the end around. There he goes. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
You got to love it. The offense dials up a little misdirection. Go in one direction, then they give the ball back the other way. This is a great way to get the ball to your speedsters, to your playmakers. They hand it to him on the reverse, and most importantly, he moves the sticks and gets another fresh set of downs.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker, it's Johnson. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got an open man. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quarterback making checks. They'll send the tight end in motion. Go straight ahead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more...
Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Fit it in the window for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
And they did tack on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone. It's in goal. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Lopez wants to fire. Right on the money. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. The option look. Now the toss. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Hunt is on its way. And the returner is stopped. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid comments.
Snatches it on the right. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Fires to the right. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time.
Turning it on! Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Pressure coming. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is.
Intentional throw.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Lost to throw again. Throws for the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Taylor. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Slithers into space. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Lopez to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Hall. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the 1st down. And the Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Power football with the run. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
To the air on second down. Throwing right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. The Panthers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Third down play from the gun. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Showing the arm strength down the left side.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Lopez wants to fire. He tries to take the top off. Makes the grab to the 25, and there's room. Right down the gut of the field. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, UNC!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man. And
the extra point is blocked. Still on his feet. Remember, he can return it. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now on first down from the 28. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Hicks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Line getting set on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grabbed behind the line. It's gone. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Grab near the marker. It's Turner. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for a deep man. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
No good. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Panthers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Lopez to pass. A strike downfield. All kinds of room to the right. He's at touchdown, Tar Heels. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 8 over Louisville. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's gone. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch.
as that as a linebacker when you're trying to cover a running back on that angle route who runs routes like that, right? He thought he was going to the flat. He was barreling towards the sideline trying to knock that ball away, and all of a sudden he gets crossed up, and that's just too easy giving up that first down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback may change this route. Just going to keep it after the snap. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the first down. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Looking to throw on first down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And I've seen some crazy things with wide receivers. Like, they want the football. They call for it just like he does here. He wants the football. But, man, you've got to make plays. And if you're going to be loud and you're going to be that guy, when the ball comes your way, you got to make plays on it. And he doesn't do it there.
Bring in the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Pittsburgh will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in 2nd and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Taking it the other way. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ship. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And a quick shuffle pass underneath. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you? Man, you find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude. Keep finding him, keep using different routes. So far, the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to throw again. Got it behind the line. It's Hall. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Lopez wants to fire. Get it out on the screen. He stopped at the 27-yard line, needed a little bit more to pick up that first down, and now they have a decision to make. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful. I
agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I like the idea defensively here, too, now. You got the lead. It's the second half. You can play more zone coverage. Trust your athletes on the back end to break on the ball.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Looking for the first down. Pitt comes to the line on 4th. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes a grab past the marker. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man to the left. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Running back searching for a hole.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short. But the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter. And 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here on the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And the Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grab near the sticks. It's Ship. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Offense working from the pistol. They go to the ground. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Lopez to pass. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a big play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Tar Heels will punt this one away. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Johnson. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And the Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
You know, sometimes wide receivers are so eager to get upfield once they have the ball. They take their eyes away. You really got to do a good job looking it in and securing the catch.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Crawford. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
The give as they work on that clock.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, in that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. So still a 2-point game here, and you'd like to give your defense a little pat on the back by following their stop with a score, Jesse.
Yeah, and I feel like the offense here, they sense this opportunity, right, David? They know if they go score, they put themselves in a position to win.
And you put your defense in a great spot. I want to be up in the 4th quarter. If they can put a drive together here, up by a touchdown, I like my chances.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Lopez wants to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Shipp. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the Tar Heels inside the final minute, trying to protect the lead and the ball. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Pitt coming to the line after getting another 1st down. He wants to change this route. To the air on 1st down. Fires left. Intercepted to stop the threat. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, UNC! The defense putting points on the board. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. Game is essentially over right now, and you wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but it won't be forgotten. I can tell you that, because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score up, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm.
He unleashes a long one. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.